Hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be. If you're watching this video later on after the stream, hope you're all having a wonderful day, wherever you might be. Let's go ahead and get a GAC timer set here so we don't waste too much time chatting with the chat. All right, 17 minutes. We'll do the alternate account, the Darth Loquitur account. Take another little break in the middle, probably do some account reviews, some stuff like that, and then we'll get to the main account, Division 4. We'll play that out, and that'll be the stream for the night. That's the plan. Got some cool people in chat already, hanging out. Hey guys, it's Thanksgiving over here in Canada. That's cool. I didn't know Canada had their own kind of Thanksgiving. TK says, Happy Thanksgiving, Graham. AJ Brooks says, hello. Scott Yost is here. Hi. Jason Kraulick. TK's in the house. Arva's here. Hello there. Griff's hanging out. All right. Got some lightsabers being applied. Got the public service announcement up here on the board already, so keep doing that for me, please. All right, probably jump into some account reviews. If you guys have some specific questions that you want answered, something that you think about, something that you'd like answered for your own account or for the game that might help other people, just drop it in the chat there. Take a look at it. See if we can get you an answer or some help from somebody. All right. Here's an account. Lord Czar. Czar means ruler, right? So this is like ruler. High ruler, Lord ruler. The Senate of Lothal. Definitely a visionary. 1.2 million galactic power. Let us launder his codes through the mod bot. And let's find out what we're looking at in terms of mod quality on this account. Mod score tab. Mod score tab ally code tab and then ally code. All right, let's see what it says. It says the mod quality is 2.56. 2.55, 2.56. All right, so we're a little bit lacking in the mod quality on this one compared to some of the other accounts. It is a newer account though, so let's take a look at it and see what that means. Checking the chat over here, see if we got any questions. Is force farming the Dark Trooper a good idea? Under what circumstances would that be worth it? Well, like a lot of things in the game, it's a very good character. And what makes it worth it is how badly you want it. What the Dark Trooper will do for you, it will give you much higher scores in things like the Heroic Rancor raid. It will carry you through to the end of 4 out of 4 battles in Geo Darkside TB. My trooper team struggled to get 4 out of 4 in the very last zone, and with Dark Trooper we get 4 out of 4 in the last zone as well. So it just ups your game in some different game modes. When you get to Conquest, Dark Trooper helps, but not so much because, again, troopers don't get to go first for most of Conquest, so it's not quite as good. If you had Shore Trooper already built to a relic level, it might be better in Conquest. I don't have that, so I don't have the opportunity to hide my Dark Trooper. But that's what Dark Trooper does for you. Range Trooper's easy to get. He does almost as much in PvE as the Dark Trooper does, but is much easier to get and to gear. Dark Trooper also opens up an avenue to have a Darth Revan counter. My troopers weren't consistent at beating Darth Revan teams until I got the Dark Trooper into my trooper team, because he just does enough damage that I can get through that. Really, it comes down to being able to get through that Sith Empire trooper. And you can't do an area effect attack with the troopers. You don't want to set off Malak. And with the Dark Trooper, you've definitely got enough horsepower to get through that first tank. And then you can get rid of Bastila, HK, or Marauder, whatever they've got, Revan, and then finish off Malak. So the Dark Trooper opened that avenue up for me. So when would it be good to force farm him? I mean, if you don't have a fifth for your trooper team and you just want to build that trooper team from the very start, not stop off with any other troopers, just go straight for Dark, then if you want to hurry it up, that's up to you. That is up to you. I like the idea of building range first and then building into Dark later. That's just me. Alright, what do we got here? My 5-star negotiator keeps losing to a Tarkin team of bounty hunters, and I don't know why it keeps losing. Well, if you're 5-star negotiator, I mean, it depends on what kind of tank you got. If you're using Houndstooth and it's not a relic level 7-star Houndstooth, they might just be punching through it. They might just have enough damage to get right through it. The bounty hunters are pretty good. The Razor Crest can set up, it can hit any character and can mark any character. So if they have a way of marking your Anakin, then you can't keep him alive. So the bounty hunters have some gimmicks to get around that. And because your capital ship is going to be very slow, then you know, he's going to get to do whatever he wants to do, get the first reinforcement, and you know, you'll be behind him on your skills and stuff like that, which hurts with the negotiator. So probably take a look at your Kenobi and see if you can get him higher gear, higher stars, whatever you need to do. And then take a look at your ships. You might just need bigger ships. Greetings, says Joey the Goat. Hey Joey. Scott Yo says, what Zeta order do you recommend for troopers? Veers first, and then Gideon, not Gideon, Piet. You really have to do Piet second. Piet is the engine now that runs the troopers. So let's see. Let's just take a look at Piet's skill real quick. So the Emperor's Trap Zeta, whenever an Emperor ally begins a turn or attacks out of turn, everybody gains a stack of the Emperor's Trap. Because they're gaining buffs, then that triggers the extra 10% turn meter when everybody gains a buff. So all of these extra buffs that Emperor's Trap creates is extra turn meter for all of your other troopers, and that's what takes this team over the top. So Veers first, this Emperor's Trap absolutely second. And then you can get Stark's Zeta if you want it later. You can get Gideon's Zeta if you want later. They're both good Zetas for the trooper team. They're just not absolutely required. Alright, BlueStacks is... I just restarted BlueStacks and now it's crashed. Yikes! That doesn't... Well, at least it didn't do it during Grand Arena, so there's that. As long as it doesn't crash during Grand Arena, we could probably live with it. Alright. Joseph says, we got a 7-star Houndstooth, but only a Gear 9 Bosk. Yeah, if you get that Bosk up to Gear 11 and you finish out the passive on that Houndstooth, probably makes a big difference on. Probably makes a big difference on it. Just somehow beat a full Relic Padme team with my troopers to win the GAC. That's not easy. Troopers feed turn meter to Padme in some cases, so you know, with the assists. So that's pretty good if you got it. What characters would not require speed on your mods? I mean, some tank characters don't care how fast they are. On a trooper team, you need at least 2 fast troopers. But then for the other troopers, you don't care as much how fast they are because they're running off the turn meter gain. So, you know, like have Piet and Gideon be really fast. Veers and Stark can be somewhere in the middle. And then if you're using like a Dark Trooper, maybe, he doesn't need speed. He just needs to hit as hard as he possibly can. Just offense, offense, offense. He can't crit on his basic unless he has the advantage up. So don't worry about crit damage with him. Just, you know, pump him full of offense, and his speed's not that important. So there's some characters like that speed isn't important. But in general, I mean, every character, let's say you had Kenobi, and you say, okay, Kenobi's the tank for my Padme team. I'm just going to put health mods, defense mods. I'm just going to stack him up with all these stats to make him unkillable. And I don't care about speed. That's fine. But then imagine that you had the same character, except you had like 8 to 10 speed on all of those mods. That would give him another 40 speed, 50 speed, something like that. And so at the end of the day, even though some characters don't need to have speed on their mods, getting mods with some kind of speed substat is always beneficial. It always helps. It always helps. Doesn't Veers have 2 Zetas? Veers has 2 Zetas? Let me check. Okay. I have to relink because it shut down. Does Veers have 2 Zetas? I feel like... No, he's just got 1. He's just got a Zeta here. I think his leadership is just an Omega or something, right? So, yeah, I don't know. My Veers only has 1 Zeta listed on him. I think the leadership's just an Omega. I have Vulture and Hyena almost at 5 stars, but I don't know when I should activate them. 5 stars is good. Those ships are okay at 5 stars. They're already good at 6, and then, of course, 7 is where you want them. But yeah, they're okay at 5 stars. I might use Hyena Bomber as a reinforcement at 5 stars. But that could be... it could be functional. Can a Troopers team function without a Piet? What would that team composition be? So Troopers were already a good team before Piet, but if they were a good team, then they were like a B- team, maybe a C+ team, and there was just certain teams that they could counter and do well with. With Piet, it goes from, you know, that low B, high C kind of a team to an A team. Or if you believe in the whole S tier thing, I'd put Troopers on S tier because they're just so dominant and so predictable with Piet. So, yes, the Troopers can be fine, but probably the best Troopers team without Piet would be Veers, Stark, Gideon, Shore, and Range. And that gets you just a whole bunch of skills. It gets you a tank. So... that's probably what I would do if there was no Piet. But I don't know why you wouldn't build Piet. It would make a lot of sense to build Piet. Because, I mean, all you need from Piet is the Emperor's Trap. You can literally have a 3-star garbage Piet, and as long as he is there and Emperor's Trap is present, all of your other troopers will get it and be able to do well. Oh, wow, cool. We got a super chat. Super big sticker over here. How's it going? That's funny. Cool. PvP Central PvP. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, man. It's going pretty well. I'm very tired today. Whew. It's another one of those days where I just got wore out early on. So we'll no worries though. I got enough energy to get through this grand arena, so we'll take care of business here. Keep a smile on our face, keep our brain going, and see if we can beat up some opponents. It won't let me send a super chat. Do you think you have time for another account review? I could have. But I've talked to some people who have recommended that I don't do account reviews for super chats on the channel. And I guess there's some reasons why that shouldn't work. But if you got questions about your account, just drop something over in the Discord, and we'll take a look. We'll take a look at your stuff over in the Discord, not on the stream. All right. So let's go take a look at this account review real quick. I reset the timer so we can. I cheated. I just put a little more time on the clock. You guys had a lot of questions for me today, so let's get in here and take a look at Lord CZAR. 1.2 million galactic power, 500 in ships, 722 in characters. As far as fleet goes, he's number 4 in fleet. That's good. We like to see that. He's got Anakin. He's got Houndstooth, Ahsoka. Looks like he's going to take the route that I took with the Geos and then flip into this negotiator team. He's got Plo. He's got the Rebel Y-Wing built up. He's got Executrix. Relic Tarkin, so maybe he's going for Sith Eternal Emperor. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. He got the TIE Bomber all the way to 7 stars. That's better than I did. I got it to 6 and I kind of stalled out. I really struggling to find the time to go back and finish it out to 7 stars. So it's I'll finish it out someday, but mine's still stuck at 6. All right, we got the Geo Spy here. That's good. We've got Dooku, Anakin, Stark, Tarkin, Vader. That's all requirements for the Sith Eternal Emperor. We got Piet here, almost Gear 13. Got Veers down here. So it definitely looks like an account that's going for the Sith Eternal Emperor. I like that he relicked the Geo to get fleet placement. He relicked the Vader to help him in Grand Arena. Vader can also be a fun 5th character for a trooper team early on, since he gets built up pretty easily. If you're lacking a 5th good trooper, you can stick Darth Vader in there, like for your squad arena team or something like that. He's Empire, so he doesn't upset Piet's trap. Remember, Piet's Emperor's trap falls off if a non-Empire character takes a turn. But Vader counts, so he can take turns. That's pretty good. We got the rest of the Geos. We got Maul, Palpatine. We got that stuff coming up. Kenobi down here. We got crew. That's nice. Royal Guard, Sith Trooper. Okay. So this account looks very familiar. He's working on Sith Eternal as his first big project, which is good. So not much to say there in terms of project. Now the mod score wasn't so good. So let's see what we got for mods. We got 290 on Anakin. So I guess he's just got a speed set on Anakin that he's working on. 276 on Gideon. That's not too bad. 273 on Dooku. Stark is at 273. So he's got some decent mods. He's got characters that are up and coming. So, yeah, the mod score didn't look that great, but it looks like definitely some good mods. More work to be done, of course, but for 1.2 million galactic power, that's not too bad. Can't complain too much about the mods. Let's take a look at Bosk real quick. 249 on Bosk. Got protection there, defense, and health. Yeah, Bosk likes protection better than health, but if that's the, early game, you just put the best cross you have on there. So this has got speed, it's got health, it's good enough for Bosk. So I get that. But I do like to see this defense stat in there. That makes me happy. I like, when I'm trying to build a character to be tanky, I like that defense. And then this skill gives 100% defense while at full health. So any defense that you put on him gets boosted also. All right, so that's a quick look at the account. In terms of questions, let's see if he had any specific questions over here for me to answer. Do you see it's viable to chase JMK? All right. Interesting. So he's going after C, and the question that he had for his review was whether or not we think JMK is a viable chase for a newer player. So I think, you know, what I'm doing on my Loquitur account, I'm going to do Sith Eternal, and then I'm going to do JMK. So as long as you get yourself into a guild where you can get Relic 8 materials, as long as you're doing the Heroic Rancor raid successfully, then it should be no problem to be able to qualify and get the stuff for that JMK. But you need a good guild. You got to get Wat Tambor all the way to 7 stars, and you need to be able to create Relic 8 characters. So as long as you get that locked down, good to go. All right, let's catch up on chat real quick over here. Oh, Ilya was thinking of trying Piet on an Empire team, putting Piet with Vader, so that's the question. Okay. Yeah. Well, Nabokov is a big fan of that, so if you if you want to take a throwback to Nabokov, he thought that Piet belonged with Vader. And I mean, it's not bad. It is a way to cycle up Vader's damage, especially if you're taking him in against a team where it's really critical that you get a really hard hitting culling blade at some point. So it could be a possibility to put him over there. And then you can run your troopers without Piet. I think if you run troopers without Piet, though, you should take a look at Shore Trooper in his place. That gives you a tank to soak some damage so that the rest of your troopers at least will get to do what they normally do without having to take a bunch of shots and be dazed and stunned or whatever else is coming at them from the opposing team. David Dutrow says, let the gnashing of the teeth begin, for 3v3 is nigh. It is. Yeah, I spent a lot of time today on that, guys. I was going through both my accounts trying to figure out if I was going to do something different for 3v3. And on my main account, I just kind of throw up my hands and say, you know what? We might remod a couple characters, but what we got is what we got. We're not going to build more stuff for 3v3. On the Loquitur account, I did see fit to start up my Grievous team. So we're going to have that for the account update this week. It'll be a little baby Grievous, but we'll get him going. Put him with the Magna Guard and the B1 just to make another speed bump for my opponent. We're going to get the Malevolence pretty soon, so I need Grievous anyway for the captain of the ship. So seems like the time has come to unlock him. So yeah, I spent a lot of time today looking at 3v3, and man, I don't want whatever. So okay, fine. I'm resigned to it. I'm resigned. It's the lament of the approaching 3v3. I was listening to some very lamentful music as well. I don't know how many of y'all have ever heard of Heilung, but sometimes when the mood strikes me, I really love listening to Heilung. They're a band that does music that sounds very ancient. It's a bunch of droning and throat singing and like Viking chants. It's pretty cool. Check them out, Heilung, if you like that kind of thing. So there you go. Heilung and the Lament of the 3v3. They should make a song called 3v3, the Lament of the 3v3. All right, guys, we got snookered in our last Grand Arena. Now, we tried, you know, we had to work to get through this Grievous. And because we had to put in work on him, had a rough time getting through Grievous, we couldn't clear out this back wall. So we did the best we could, came up just a little bit short. And the opponent had left fleets untouched, and we saw that they hadn't played any fleets in there. They left this zone completely blank with no defense. So I figured they still had their fleet in store, and then after we played, they came back and played fleets. So people think that this is some kind of trick, like to play most of the Grand Arena and then come back later and play the rest. That trick never works on me. I'm always going to play every Grand Arena as if I'm trying to win and get the max banners. But in this case, I mean, we just couldn't clear his last team, so it didn't matter if he played early or played late or when he played. But I did forget that he still had his fleet in reserve, so I thought we had the win. But there wasn't anything I would have done differently. So yeah, we did take a loss on that one. All right, so we can't finish out 12-0 on the Loquitur account. We have to try to see what we can do here and see if we can salvage 11-1 out of the season. So our last opponent here is Lisa D. 2.2 million. So we're fighting up again by 500,000. 892 in ships, 1.3 in characters. He's got me by quite a bit on characters. Griff says it could be nice to figure out how many banners you need on the final zone to win, but I don't personally use that strategy. It shouldn't be possible to win after not filling a zone on defense. Nick Wilson, it's not. So if I would have done a full clear on this guy, there's no way that he could have won. But because he full cleared and I left a zone with one team in it, then it is possible. Because the banners that he lost by not setting a defense, he overcame by getting one more zone than me. So, yeah, no. I mean, if you full clear and your opponent full clears and there was one zone not set, there's no way to win. Because you miss the points that you get for setting that team, and that puts you like 30 points behind your opponent or whatever. I think it's 30 points for setting a team. So, yeah, no, you can't ever gain those 30 points back and probably lose. But yeah, so he got the full clear. We didn't, and that's why he can still win. All right, so fleet-wise, he does have a negotiator. He's got the Endurance, Executrix, Home 1. He's got a fleet here with some good stuff, but the Houndstooth is not that scary. So I feel like I do have a chance against his negotiator if he puts it on defense. So I went ahead and put my negotiator on defense. If he takes it on offense, it'll be a battle. We'll see how it works out. If he takes it on offense, then I feel pretty good that I've got him on defense. If he puts his good stuff on defense, then, well, maybe it's a standoff. Character-wise, he's got a lot of stuff. He's got a Commander Luke. He's got Padme team already. He's got fives. He's got Shakti somewhere down here. So he's got Shakti and the clones with a Relic 5 fives already started up. Relic 5 Rex, Arc Trooper, and Echo. So this account, to me, clearly going for a General Skywalker build early on. Stopped off for Luke. Got Grievous being built up. A bunch of droids at Relic level for Grievous. So this is a gas build. Luckily, we look for Skywalkers, and there's no General Skywalker in the account yet that we can see. So that's at least a small bit of relief. We don't have to worry about, maybe a low gear gas that we don't notice being in charge of that team. He does have some First Order. He's got like a Kylo Ren unmasked here. He's got a Hux down here. So I don't know if he was thinking at some point of going for SLKR or what, but these teams are pretty hard to deal with, and if he had a full Relic Grievous, I'd be in a pretty tough spot. Because, as you guys see, we have a hard time against the Relic Grievouses. Against this Grievous, I may have a chance with Vader to just cull him out in one hit. So we'll see what we can make work if he puts that on defense. All right, let's get on in there and take a look. Michael Lord's in the house. How we doing? Doing well. Hanging in there. All right, I don't see Grievous right away. So he gave us the Padme team. So we have the Padme team with C-3PO. So then Nest is kind of out of the question. We really can't make Nest work here. We got Phoenix. Up top we have MuRDeRbEaRS and First Order. So what he left for us that was hard. I left my yeah, we got thrown on defense again. So it's the Padme team. That's the only hard thing that we've got to deal with right now. Padme is going to be rough. Vader can't beat it because of C-3PO. So what does C-3PO do that shuts down Vader? Is it just the stacks of confusion that you're talking about, or is there something that he does directly? Galactic Republics. So is it just the stacks that you're talking about, or is it something specific? You could trooper that Padme? How can I trooper the Padme? When my troopers attack out of turn, there's tons of protection that goes up, and then I got to deal with Kenobi. If you crit them, then Kenobi hands them crit immunity. C-3PO intermediary unique. When an ally gets a buff, they get protection up and blocks debuffs. Okay, so it's the crit interaction. I got you. I got you. I thought troopers were a counter. Yeah, no, the problem with Padme is that, like for my troopers, I get my first kill using a mass assist, and that mass assist is going to trigger Padme's ability and give a bunch of protection up. So it becomes really hard to do that. I think I have to take my Padme team in against their Padme team. You know? Slug it out and see what I can come up with. If I can kill one or two characters on that team, get Kenobi out of there, maybe one other character, then we can come in with Nest and clean it up. If I could get rid of C-3PO, that would be perfect, but I can't. I'm not going to be able to get rid of him. So if I can get rid of Kenobi and Anakin, or Kenobi and Padme, or, you know, by some miracle, if I can just outright win it, then we're good. This is risky. Well, I don't have other things. That's the problem. I don't have a good Padme counter if they have C-3PO or R2-D2. It kind of shuts me out because my good counter is Nest, and Nest doesn't work with those guys in the mix. So we're going to take in Padme. We're going to see what we can get done. All right, Anakin is kicked right away. Let's see. Let's go for Retribution. All right, there. See, we got bonus protection. What to do here? We don't want to give away our healing quite yet. So we'll do that. And we'll do this. All right, Kenobi's almost down. Get a big hit on him. All right, now, yeah, let's try to keep Kenobi in here a little longer. So we'll go ahead with the buffs. We'll call Anakin into, and now let's see. Let's see how much damage we can do to their Anakin. Oh, that last assist gave him protection up again. All right, there goes Kenobi. All right, Anakin, die. Yeah. We get a shot here, boys. We got a shot. All right. Do we have... Nope. There goes Padme. Do we have the courage to finish it without Padme? One Ahsoka against all of us. Doesn't seem like good odds for Ahsoka, but let's see what kind of miracle she can pull off here. No miracles. There will be no miracles today. All right. Ken Freiborg says, wow, how? The important thing about the mirror match, you have to control when you damage characters, when you trigger their Anakin. And as long as you don't just get foolish and go in there and start slinging damage, you can usually manage his abilities. I did get one really good dodge, though. I think right when I hit Kenobi below half, he came in and I dodged his attack, so that helped. All right. This should just be a straight Dooku-ing. Dooku-ing, is that a word? Should we coin that phrase? A Dooku-ing. Nice job, well played. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Padme mirrors are always an insane toss-up. If it's an equal mirror match, it shouldn't be a toss-up. You should always win that if you're in control. Because you don't have to push the big AoE until you want to push the big AoE. You shouldn't have to kill any character except Kenobi. And that's the character that you want to kill anyway. You may have to take one big hit from Anakin. But, yeah. I mean, I guess technically they could trap you just with the right sequence of events. You could end up in a situation where you have to hit Kenobi when you don't want to. So, I don't know. All right, we got an Empire team back here. 69,000 galactic power. Now, what I'm left with is a team full of troopers and nowhere to go. Speaking of troopers, we need this. You guys are 50% effective today. We need a lot more lightsabers to be applied, so if you could, slice it, chop it, slash it, kill it, murder it, massacre it. Get that like button out of here. Troopers do not like the like button to be unpushed. I don't know. Couldn't think of a good phrase there. All right, let's hit these MuRDeRbEaRS with this nest. Piet Solo. I don't know about a Piet Solo. All right, let's see. Auto. Vader the Imperials and Nest the First Order. Road of Fire says sometimes the timing in the mirror messes you up, but it's usually easy street. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's every now and then it goes horribly wrong, but most of the time you should be in control of it. I just got my Dooku to R6 and put him a Zeta on him. Should I take him on offense? Well, you see what he can do to teams like Phoenix. Dooku is exceptional in 3v3 on defense if you put Dooku, Nute Gunray, and a tank. Like Geo Brood Alpha, for example. As long as you have a tank, Dooku goes into stealth. He puts Nute Gunray into stealth with his ability. Nute puts extortion on people. as long as Dooku stuns somebody with extortion, they can't remove extortion. The extortion starts to spread, and 3v3s go horribly wrong. So I like him on offense in 5v5 a lot. I will probably take him on offense in 3v3 a lot. But if I feel like I need a tricky defense, I may put him on defense in 3v3. Him and Nute are pals. They have some interesting synergy. All right, we've got First Order here, Empire back here. This, I feel like Vader and Emperor Palpatine is enough for that, right? We just two-man this and be done with it. I don't have a good gear Nute. Should I just put Dooku in the lead with some leftover Geos? Who said you had to have a well-geared Nute? Remember, if Nute dies, he lives again in stealth and can still spread his extortion like a madman. So, no, you don't need a good Nute, just a Nute. All right. And then back here, I think we take the troopers, but, you know, 3 is enough. What do we think of these 3? How fast is Veers these days? 229? That should be plenty. We'll get in here and mow them down before they even know what hit them. Alright. Let's get Snow Trooper powered up. Go over here on Vader. Make sure he dies first. Mow him down. It's a beautiful thing. Each trooper gets to take 1 turn and we're done. Brilliant. And we didn't even have enough likes for the troopers. You guys had the troopers running at 80% power. Surprised that worked out so well. I used them fast. I snuck them in before they had a chance to look around at the likes and noticed the lack of like button. Alright, so we've got a couple Geos here. That's interesting. I guess Sunfac is going to be the first reinforcement. But if you put the TIE Advance down as your opening ship, why wouldn't you have the Sunfac in here? Use Spy as a reinforcement. Alright. Well, we're going to take Geos, and we're going to take our 2 standard reinforcements. Michael Lord says GAC seems to be going well. Congrats on the battle so far. Yeah, my opponent was relying way too heavily on that Padme to hold back the entire tide. So I tell you guys all the time, and I'll say it again, defense in Grand Arena is not about trying to put down one team that's going to hold. It's about putting enough teams that you spread your opponent's defenses out and they just run out of teams. That's when you win. You win when your opponent runs out of teams, and, you know, 5 mediocre defenses is better than 1 massive defense and 3 pieces of paper or 4 pieces of paper. My opinion. He kept a lot for offense, so he's going to be able to work through a lot of my stuff and maybe full clear. And the problem with that is we full clear with very high efficiency against his teams, and he clears with low efficiency versus our teams. So that's it. I feel confident about this one. We got a full clear. We've got Geos, Jedi in that section. We've got our bounty hunters here. We've got some relic characters over here. And then we've got another good team here on the back wall for him to fight. So this is what I prefer. You know, some of these teams aren't that great. The bounty hunters aren't that great. But this team could beat anything that he put down. I mean, it could beat the Ewoks, the First Order, the Phoenix, the Empire on the back wall. So this defense, even though it's not great, it's better than any of the ones that he put down. Same thing with these Jedi. You know, it's not a fantastic team, but it does have a Bindo in here, and you do have to pay attention to it. All right, let me catch up on chat here for a second. Or you win on fleets, which is what I did this Ultimate GAC round. Nice. Fernando Zambrano says, unless that one team is a galactic legend. I mean, it's not true. You've seen me clear a C before. Way back when, like, I don't know, 3 seasons ago or something like that. I had a couple times where I cleared an SLKR team with a couple non-galactic legend teams. If the opponent has gas or Jedi Knight Luke, they can put together a team that can, if it can't kill your galactic legend in 1 shot, they can kill it in 2. And that's the problem. If you're relying on that team to hold everything back and then you just put garbage behind it, the opponent can potentially 2-shot your galactic legend, get through to the other side, kill all your little stuff. I've won a lot of grand arenas like that, getting through something that my opponent didn't think I could get through. Of course, if you just don't have that many teams and you're like, well, that's the only defense I can put up because I've got this big, huge team I can put on defense and then I got to save everything else for offense. You can do that. But there's a lot of teams that you can build with 1 or 2 characters. Like if you build a Mon Mothma team, any 3 characters you want to put in the Mon Mothma team, you put Chupio with it, and you just make Mon Mothma big, and it's already a team. Like it's way better of a team than it has a right to be. You put a Relic Grievous with a bunch of garbage bots. It's already a defense that your opponent has to deal with. You make a Relic 5s with low-level other clones, and it's still something your opponent has to deal with. So there's ways to pretty easily make a good, let's say a functional Grand Arena defense with a pretty low investment on your part as a player. All right. I don't think you'll get a lot of high banners on you. A lot of banner robbing on defense. Yeah, exactly. JKR, JKL is a reliable 1-shot team still against SLKR. Yeah, but you got to have the Jedi Knight Luke. I mean, there's a situation where you look at your opponent's team and you go, okay, he doesn't have anything to beat my Galactic Legend. And then you can be pretty confident. But sometimes people can pull off wacky stuff. Heck, you guys remember, we killed a Relic 7 Grievous with the Phoenix team and a Nute Gunray. So if we could take down a monster like that with complete trash, there's always a way. And as soon as you tell a person you can't do that, people will find a way to do it. Somebody will do it. Somebody will figure out a way. Speaking of that, you know, there's the movie Fifth Element, if anybody's seen that. There's this alien singer that sings a song, and it's a synthesized song, and the composer said that he composed it in a way that some parts of the song were not meant for a human to sing. And there's like 4 or 5 people now that can sing it. Just because as soon as you tell people they can't do it, they're gonna practice and try to figure out techniques and different things and sing what you think can't be sung. So never say never. It's a dangerous trap. That's true. I guess 2-shot, no defense after that would get you the win. Fifth Element, the best movie of the 90s. Graham Case, I think The Fifth Element is a pretty terrible movie. I love science fiction. I love that kind of science fiction. I don't think that movie was very well done. But even so, I watch movies like that. I enjoy them. I'm entertained by them. So Yeah, would I watch The Fifth Element again? I would. Yeah, even though it's not the best movie in the world. Again, my opinion. But it's entertaining. Entertaining, worth 2 hours of your time. Some memorable moments. Lilu. Dallas. Multipass. Multipass. Oh, nice. All right, let's go take a look at another account real quick. I think we got another one queued up here that we can take a peek at. All right. Go in here, drop in some ally code. Then we'll go over to the mod function and drop in the ally code over there as well. All right, we have another person with no guild. I don't know if they're active. 834 in arena and 59 in fleet. It does look like they played in GAC some this round. I'm always reluctant to review accounts that show no guild currently, though. So, this is the account I'm looking at. If anybody knows this person or knows if they're still active, let me know. But I'm going to... I'm not going to review the account if there's no guild and it doesn't look like they're placing in their arenas. That does not seem like a good and entertaining way to spend time on the channel. So let's pick somebody else. This person has 2.7 million galactic power. Looks like they're current and active and participating in things. All right. So let's go back over here and put this into the bot. For a mod score, ally code, tab, ally code. All right, let's take a look at the mod quality. See what it has to say. Oh, nice. 4.7 for the top 80 and 3.9 for the overall score. So that's pretty good. I think around 4 is already pretty good mods, so 4.7. It's a pretty good score. 1.7 in characters, 900 in ships. Looks a little behind in ships, but let's go and see what he's got. Maybe there's a logic and a reason for that. I've seen their arena placements fall over the last few days. Were active recently, but might have recently quit, says Griff. Okay. Well, we'll do somebody who's in a guild here and active. This person looks like they're going to benefit nicely from the Malevolence. Yeah. Yeah, this event is helping a lot of people get their first premium capital ship, so that's good. All right, so let's see. Does he have a negotiator? No, he doesn't. He just has the Malevolence at 5 stars, so he gets to rank that up during the event. That's nice. He's got quite a few ships down here that aren't very useful. He's got the Geos, and we've got Scimitar with a relic Darth Maul. I have to remember to call him Darth Maul because there's now going to be a Maul in the game. So if I say Maul, then people are probably going to correct me. That's not Maul, it's Darth Maul. Or whatevs. 5 star. But gear 12 on the Houndstooth. Okay. Hyena Bomber's at 5 stars. I think the Ultra Droid was at 4. Alright, so I think this person needs to focus on fleets. The first priority's got to be these pilotless ships. Get the Hyena Bomber finished, get the Vulture Droid finished. And get your Houndstooth to 7 stars. I mean, the node that this comes off of also has Jango Fett, and it's a good node. It has the Mark III stun cuffs as well. So farming this node for the Houndstooth is it's good. It's a very good node. So that's what I would say. You need to finish out these 2 pilotless ships for sure. Get this to 7 stars for sure. Even if you're not currently using it with the Malevolence, it can be used with the Malevolence as a reinforcement, and it can be used with every other fleet in the game that you want to use it at. So I would think about doing that. You invested in the TIE Advanced, getting the Houndstooth out there. Looks like you got the Imperial TIE Fighter built up a little bit. So that could be your starting 3. Get the TIE Bomber in there. So that's your second fleet. I mean, it looks like you got an Empire fleet that's going. So finish out that Houndstooth. All right. I want to unlock the TIE Advanced, but it will be like 50k GP. Is it worth it? On the Loquitur account, I have still not unlocked the TIE Advanced for exactly that reason. I have a love-hate relationship with that ship. It's good in a lot of ways. It does sickening amounts of damage if you can get it protected. But it's so fragile. It is so hard to build a fleet that can properly protect the TIE Advanced. So to me, early game, it won't be 50,000. If you've got a Relic Vader, it'll be like 75. I think a full... Well, let's just go look at the ALEURA account, because we've got a fully built Vader over here. Oops. 87,000 for a Relic 7 Vader. So that is just way too much galactic power for what this ship does. The effectiveness with which I can use it is probably 40,000 maybe would justify it. So yeah. I would not. I would just leave it on the shelf. At some point, if you want to unlock, I think the Finalizer requires it. The Executor requires it. So someday, if you need it as a requirement for another journey that you're doing, then that's when you would unlock it. But I'm gonna wait until I may unlock it when I need 4 fleets. If I get an Empire fleet going as my 4th fleet, then it would be maybe time to unlock it. But it is a lot of galactic power. It really is. It's a ton. Vader at R7 is a fast ship. Works well with TIE Bomber in the starting lineup to get a taunt on the TIE Bomber fast. Griff, I always feel like I need 2 tanks, or the Gauntlet Starfighter as let's say a protective measure for Vader. It's too easy to get rid of one taunt, or to have a ship that ignores taunt and get around it, and he dies so quick. Like if the opponent has a Razor Crest or something like that, they just kill your Vader so easy. And I mean, obviously, I know low-level players aren't going to have Razor Crest just sitting around, but I don't know. He dies way too easy. Way too easy. You need some way to restore protection to him or mitigate the damage or something in addition to a tank. And the shuttle works pretty well too. The Empire shuttle. It works okay as well. All right, so let's look at the characters in this account then. We've got the Sith Eternal Emperor going at 2.7 million, so that's pretty good. Getting a Galactic Legend under 3 million, I think, is it's a good thing. It's important to get that first Galactic Legend, so he's got it. We got Grievous over here, Commander Luke, Sidious, of course, from the Journey. Let's see, got Traya at Relic. That's nice. He's probably using the Traya with his Sith Eternal Emperor. Let's see, does he have armor in here anywhere? I don't see her. She's light side, so she would stick out if she was relicked. Okay, so basically it's the Sea Journey. We've got these relic droids. Makes me feel like might be going toward a gas build. Commander Luke with Chewbacca and Han at Relic. So that's interesting. We got Padme down here. Got Nihilus coming along. And then just some stuff in the middle here. Bastila Shan Fallen. Watt Tambor. I don't see Revens yet. So I'm guessing he got the Sith Eternal and now he's going for General Skywalker. That's what the account feels like to me. Go take a look and see if there was anything specific. I'd love to get some feedback on mods. Okay, so we'll take a look at mods then. We range by speed. Let's see what we got here for Piet 319 speed. I feel like Piet could easily be faster than 319. 308. Okay, so I see mods that are sliced. So we got 25 speed here, 21 speed here, 12 speed. Yeah, slicing this mod with 2 flat stats and only 3 hits in speed. With the 2 flat stats, if it had 4 hits in speed, I might have invested 6-dot slicing materials into it. But with 2 bad stats and only 3 hits in speed, I'm not sure I would even have 6-dotted that mod. 25 speed here, 24 speed here. So it looks like just about the best mod set that we've got is here on Traya, which is interesting. I feel like that mod set could easily go on to Piet, and we'd be in a little better shape. So 19 speed here, 14 speed here with offense, some potency, offense, speed. I mean, this mod has good stats, so we don't mind that. So like this has 3 hits in speed. If you invested slicing materials in this, I would take it to green. If it didn't hit on green, I would probably be done with this mod. Because the likelihood that you're going to get 2 more speed hits on the way up to finishing this mod becomes really unlikely. Taking that first hit on it with the green slicing materials, 6-dot to green, just to see if you get speed here. If that lays in like 5 speed, then continue to invest in it. But if it doesn't hit speed on that first hit, I certainly wouldn't continue to invest in it. Got a lot of flat offense here. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if this was already 20 speed and he's been slicing on it trying to hit speed. I've done that before, never got it. But I feel like he's stretching himself thin trying to get these 3 hits up to 5 hits at 6-dot slicing. So my advice would be look for mods that have really good base stats. Now this is a fast Anakin. This is 301 Anakin without a speed set. So here we're going to find some pretty good speed substats. 16 speed with an offense primary. But he does have a potency offset, so I can't be too mad about that. Crit damage. Speed. He is lacking a bit on health, though. 26 speed on that one. And 23 speed here. Yeah, so we've managed to pull together a very fast offense set. So that's good. Eventually, I would expect that to end up on somebody like SLKR or maybe Vader. Anakin can be fast, but you either need to make him really fast or it just doesn't matter. You just wait for him to trigger a turn and then he goes. 300 speed on Thrawn. 9 speed. 20 speed. That's nice. Natural 5 hits on the way up to gold. That's a good feeling. 20 speed, of course, is a lot of low quality hits, but I'll take it. 16 speed. Yeah, that one can be sliced for sure. 23 speed. All right, so I mean the mods are okay-ish. Not going to complain too much. Yeah. Lots of characters that have decent speed on them. Like I said, I would probably take those mods off of Trey and put them on Piet, make him really fast, because it makes a huge difference if troopers go first. Whereas Traya, you want to get her isolate off early, but I don't see a reason to stress out making her that fast. Unless for some reason he's made her that fast as a matchup with Sith Eternal, for something that he's doing with Sith Eternal to get an isolate out really early. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's just using her with the Triumvirate with the Sith Eternal and wants her that fast. That could be. There's the armor. 3 stars. Need some effort on her if she's going to help C. All right, let's catch up on chat. DL, what do you make of the efficiency of the path CLS plus Padme into C, Gas, JML, Glock? I've made a spreadsheet and there's some decent overlap, and the teams you build are very competitive. You put CLS at the front of the line. Now, to build a good CLS team, first you have to build Leia and Farm Boy Luke and a bunch of stuff that's no good. So you build galactic power, and I realize it's not that much, but you have to get stars on those characters, you have to invest in their gear, and you could be doing something else. Then you have CLS. Now you need to have bounty hunters so that you can try to go get Chewbacca. Maybe you need bounty hunters, maybe you wanted them anyway, okay? Now if you want C-3PO in the team, you have to go after Ewoks as well. If you're going for gas, you got to have the Ewoks in there. And so congratulations, now you've built a good CLS team. Well, in the same time that you were building bounty hunters and your requirements team for CLS and your Ewoks, somebody else has built all of the requirements for Jedi Knight Revan, all the requirements for Darth Revan, and received their Malak. Your CLS team is not going to stand up against somebody who has 2 Revans and a Malak. The efficiency of CLS is a very, very bad early game. Now, you guys can say anything you want. I'm not saying that CLS team is bad. I'm saying it's a good team. If you go back to the first video I ever made, the plan for my Loquitur account, the very first PowerPoint presentation I ever put up, it had me building a CLS team. I planned to do that. It didn't work out. Even with the other stuff that I had on low priority, I couldn't build Geos and pilots and fleet and all that because the CLS journey has no pilots and it doesn't help your fleet. So that's the problem with CLS. It's just such a low contribution, and it's a lot of stuff scattered all over the place. And it does have a good payoff at the end, but what could you have done instead? So just take your journey, and instead of the CLS at front, put the 2 Revans up front, and then build Padme, and then do whatever you want to do. And that's going to make a lot more sense to me. It's going to build a lot more power in your account. And talk about teams that are good in Arena. I don't think anybody out there would ever say that either the Jedi version or the Darth version of Revan is weak in Grand Arena. That's 2 of the most cornerstone staple Grand Arena teams you can find. So the only thing I have against CLS is his efficiency. Now later in the game, you want to build a Hound's Tooth, you want to build up a bounty hunter team for a lot of reasons. They have requirements for Executor, for SLKR's Finalizer fleet. There's tons of reasons to build a bounty hunter team in the game. So once you're already building that bounty hunter team, now you can get Chewbacca, and now it's not so much of a stretch for you to reach out for that CLS team. It's insane how the BSF's fear Omega should be a Zeta. Bastila Fallen's fear Omega should be a Zeta. What do C's mods look like? Take a look at that. Inquiring minds want to know. I thought about going for CLS early and pivoted quickly. Yeah, Nick, same thing with me. I thought about it. I wanted to do it. And the more I thought about it, it was too broad. It was all over the place. Joseph said, I went for CLS early and kept him at gear 8 for like 6 months because I had to farm other teams. in order to finish up his whole team, and it's so much bloat. Yeah, that's exactly it. But it is a great team when you get it built, exactly as you say. All right, so let's take a look at the C. He just straight health. We got 22 speed, 24 speed. And the straight health build is basically the way to beat Rey. And I should probably do this on my C because I always get nervous that Rey is going to one-shot my C. So I either need to put more relic levels on him or probably go back and mod him just straight health. 24 speed there. 22 speed here. 22 speed with health. And then speed. So he's just making him a chunky boy and relying on his big hits to take things out. That is a fine and fair way to play Sith Eternal Emperor. 157,000 health. 54.5 on protection. And of course he siphons off tons of protection. 511 on speed. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'd be happy with that. We'll spin him. You get a good character, you spin him. All right. So other than just a few details on the mods, I think you're doing okay on mods. You've got a strategy down. You're picking away at it, getting good speed subs. Just be more picky and careful about what you put 6 dots on in the slice. That's the biggest advice I got for your mods for this account. All right, boys and girls, probably about time to start this ALEURA Grand Arena. I didn't put on a timer. Probably should have put on a timer for myself. Wait. Is this my account? Did I manage to get my 7th star on the BTLB Y-Wing? Yay! I didn't even realize I'd done that. Okay. Got that to 7 stars. Good stuff. CLS is one of my favorite offensive teams, but it took a while to build. It's a long grind, but it's an amazing team. Modding C for straight health helps against Rey. Wink, wink, says Griff. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just said that without even seeing your comment. I've got some C's in my shard that are 540, 550 speed, crazy fast. How is Rey going? We're just grinding along. You know, we got Poe to finish, we got Rose Tico to finish, and we got Resistance Trooper to finish. And I need dark side gear on all these characters. Like, everybody needs back to gel and dark side gear. And with the event going on, I don't know, I feel obligated to, even though the Malevolence shards are just going into the shard shop, it still feels weird if I didn't, you know, pursue the light side stuff and get the extra shard shop currency if nothing else. So we're kind of on a delay with that, but yeah, we'll just grind it up over time. We'll get it. We're gonna play the 3v3 at I'm deciding whether I'm gonna push up into the next tier, Division 3. It's a weird division. Division 3 is very small. I don't understand why they did this. Or I think I do understand. They just looked at where people's galactic power was and they made divisions based on where people were. And just because there were a lot of people that happened to be in this range when they took the snapshot, Division 3, like here, it goes 1 million galactic power. Here it goes 1.6 to 8, 1.2 million galactic power, and in Division 3 it's 640,000. So Division 3 is a narrow division. I don't understand why they would do that. It just seems silly to me. And then they made the top 7.8 million up, and I would have thought they would have realized that everybody in this continuum is going up, and they should have definitely stretched out these last zones and made Division 1 like 9. And there's not many people at 9, and Division 1 was empty, and everybody would have complained that it was empty. But then 6 months later, it would have been full. 6 months after that, everybody's complaining that there's too many people at 9 million in Division 1. Anyway, maybe they'll reset the divisions again, who knows. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to push up for 3v3 or if I'm going to leave it there and stay in Division 4 for one more round. We'll have to see. Will you live stream the Galactic Legend event on the Loquitur account? You know, I can video it, but I don't know why people think that I can live stream it. I have no intention at all of wailing out and spending money and doing crazy things to get energy. And you can only get a certain amount of tokens. And let's say I had 120 tokens. I log in, I do 3 different events, and the stream's over, right? Like, as soon as I use up my tokens, it's over. So, no, I mean, I don't have the resources. I'm not going to do weird and crazy things to try to live stream the entire unlock. The unlock takes 2 to 3 weeks. So, I mean, I can make videos as I go along of how I unlock each stage and what I do. And either put them in a separate video or put them in with my account updates. But yeah, no, I'm not live streaming on it. I wouldn't mind seeing the Ray Galactic event live streamed. Okay, I'll live stream it, but it'll be a short stream. It'll be a short stream. I'll use up my tokens and it'll be done, and then that's going to be it. I'm not doing anything insane to try to get more tokens. Now, if they let you build up to like 2,000 tokens, and I could just save up for 2 weeks and then do the event all at once, yeah, I mean, that would be entertaining. That would be entertaining. All right. Win a Grand Arena battle using Vader, Palpatine, and Jedi Knight Luke. We don't have Jedi Knight Luke, so we're out of that one. The Bespin one. Squad and fleet. All right. I guess no feats for us. Could you make a video about effective farming for GL tickets? I'm getting closer every day and I'm confused about the process. All right. So here's the deal. Stalling out this Grand Arena, I'm sorry. But let's say you're farming a light side Galactic Legend. And you say, okay, I want to get tokens as fast as I can. If you want to come down here to like light side 1F and farm this, there's a ton of stuff in here that you could use to break down for the carbonite stuff for making relics. And I've been making relics long enough on my main account that I am out of this stuff. Like, I have nothing for carbonite circuits at all. So during the Ray unlock, I will probably come to 1F and just farm this node like crazy. Not because it's good or efficient or whatever, but it will allow me to get the tokens a little faster. And it will get me these materials that I need for carbonite circuit boards anyway, so I don't feel bad about doing it. If you do the same thing over here on the dark side, and you say, okay, I want to speed this along, I'm going to come over here to, look at this. You get garbage. Every single dark side node that costs 6, hot trash. Not worth farming, not worth farming. Nothing here worth farming. Nothing. 3 pieces of gear, garbage. 2 pieces of gear, trash. Junk. Detritus. Right? There's nothing here that you want to farm. So if you're farming a dark side Galactic Legend, this 3A node isn't bad because these you actually need to make the Ugnaught armor. And these you can get in short supply when you're building characters. So I've farmed the heck out of these things because I don't want to be short on them. But you use them like 80 at a time when you hit characters that need them. And some characters need like 2 of that item, and you need like 160 or ridiculous amounts of these things. They go fast. So that node's not horrible. But for dark side, what I would do, I would come over here to 9C, my favorite dark side node in the world, farm back to gel. I would go to 7, whatever it is. Come on. Mark 5 stun guns that you always need. So on dark side, I would just farm stun guns or farm the back to gels. 2 good nodes. You get stuff. It's not, I mean, it's not exciting. But that way, at least you're farming stuff that you can use, and it makes your unlock take 3 days longer. But if you're going to play this game for 3 years, who cares about 3 days? You know, it's like 0.3% of the time that you're going to play this game to wait 3 days. So that's what I would do. Light side, you can short circuit it with 6 energy. If you're going to do it dark side, just farm stuff that you need. If you want, you could do any live streams to the unlock and show some arena climbing afterwards. Griff says the ticket drop rate is the same on all nodes. Farm either gear or good nodes, multiple gear pieces. Vincent says it's not the best node for stun guns. No, farm the best node. Farm the one you like best for stun guns. I'm on stream clicking buttons trying to remember nodes, so did the best I could. Anyway, stun guns, back to gel. Those are good nodes to farm on the dark side. Farm stuff you need. All right, let's see. Let's get into this grand arena. Spent enough time doing other stuff. Oh, we got to scout our opponent first. Let's get in there and take a scout on the heel, the Dark Lord, La Force Francophone. I guess that's a phone to France. Francophone. The sound of France. The force of the sound of France, maybe. I don't know. I wish I was better in foreign languages. I would know what these things mean. Stat-wise, 6.3 million. So he's got me by quite a lot, about 300,000. He does have the Executor, as we can see here in fleets. But he only has a 5-star Executor, so okay. You know, maybe we have some kind of advantage over him. Does have Negotiator and Malevolence both, as well as the Finalizer, Chimera, all the stuff that a person might need. Typical ships we see here: Millennium Falcon, TIE Advanced, Razor Crest, Houndstooth, Silencer, good stuff. So definitely, if I have an advantage in fleet, it certainly isn't by much. Character-wise, we got Jedi Master Luke and Supreme Leader Kylo. With Jedi Master Luke, I always assume they're going to take him on defense, so I don't put my SLKR on defense, because Jedi Master Luke can beat SLKR quite easily, so I always feel like that's a bad matchup, so kept both my GLs for offense. Here we have Skywalker, we have Jedi Knight Luke. Pretty much got the formula count. We do have a Jedi Training Ray in here, and we do expect to see that on offense mostly. We've got the Beskar in here because obviously Razor Crest. And then all of the requirements that you would expect for the Galactic Legends. And the amount of Gear 12s and stuff in the middle here is okay. It's not crazy. Oh, I didn't notice he had the Bad Batch going, huh? Okay. Just the Echo, or does he have a lot of Bad Batch? Yeah, interesting. So he's got enough Bad Batch to try to make a team to, so he can take that on offense and probably beat something I got with the Bad Batch. Didn't see that in my first scout through. Okay. Alright, so in terms of mods, pretty good mods. Didn't notice that before. I did not notice that. Yikes! The SLKR has no mods. He got caught in the middle of remodding. Well, maybe that'll be an advantage for me in some way. We do have the Commander Ahsoka Tano here at 334 speed. Probably expect to see her with a Padme team somewhere. Hux at 317. Mashakti's 310. So he's got his share of speedy characters. And even going down into the third row, he's still got characters that are close to 300. So I have a little bit of a speed advantage on him, but not a ton. So I figured I would go ahead and put the Executor on defense after all. I debated it, keeping it on offense in case he put his on defense. But I feel like he's forced to bring his on offense in case I put mine on defense. So I feel like this is a good setup. And if he put his in there, then we'll do our little two-shot trick. We'll try that out today. We'll see if we can sneak in there, steal a bunch of skills, and walk away. We put our CLS team up front this time. You know, you and I know, as watchers, the viewers who like my channel know, this CLS team is very mistreated. The mods are bad. There's no Zetas. It's kind of a bad CLS team. But I hope that maybe putting it up front might bait my opponent into thinking it's better and bringing a better team than they need to beat it. So try to use that as part of my strategy to bleed him out. Give a better chance of something standing up here on my back wall and holding out to the end. Let's see what he put down. Alright, we got Grievous, we've got CLS, Nute Gunray. This, I mean, this feels like a trooper battle. I feel like we can beat that with troopers, right? We've done it before. Seems like we should be able to do it again. Alright, here we got some rebels. We can, we got a lot of options here. We can nest that, if nothing else. We can use LSUFUR on it. Or we can use the Rey here. Or we could use Rey on bounty hunters. We got lots of options here. That's a pretty salty bounty hunter team, though. That's all of the stuff that you need for the Executor all in one square. You don't need Cad Bane for the event, but of course he's a bounty hunter ship that's a good starting ship for that lineup, so he's obviously relicked him for the Executor. So it's the Executor crew. We'll probably deal with that with Rey. There's some other options that we have if we need them. He doesn't have very many Zetas on defense. I guess his Luke only has one Zeta. Alright. I don't see any Galactic Legends. I don't want to waste them until we see the back wall. So let's try the troopers here. Jedi Revan here. Maybe bounty hunters here or something. And then we get to see the back wall. So this team doesn't have a monstrosity of a Wat Tambor. So I'm just going to bring in my JKR team. We tried the Mando team once. We put it on the shelf because it didn't have quite enough damage to do what must be done at this level. And I've used him on defense. So we can't play around with Beskar here because I threw him on defense. We relocated him, but of course that doesn't work for this round of Grand Arena, so I'm stuck with him as he is. Alright, let's get in there and get it started. LSUFUR can take on the Bounty Hunter team because there's only one Zeta on Bosk. Alright, so the turn order that was recommended, we're going to do this, get it to Yoda, jump across, spread buffs, and let a couple of them go. Then we're going to put Grandmaster Yoda, give him the juice, and then we're going to mark down Wat and kill him because he's low level. We can just get him out of here. Take our punch from Grievous. Let's try to get a stun. Send over Yoda again. Jump across again. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Savior down. Bastila has used up my savior. Alright, hand wave. Let's work on this B1. Give these buffs over to everybody. Revving down. I feel like we got this pretty well under control, so I'm going to go ahead and bring Revan back right away. And then we're going to call Bindo to help us to get a cooldown, because damage doesn't matter on the B1. Alright, trade this around to Yoda again. Now we got to kill the battle droid over here. Take another hit. Bastila's down. I'll just kill Grievous. Got our mark back up. Hit. Alright, we'll give this to Revan now. Get him over there. And we should be able to finish off Grievous. See if we can. I don't think we can stall long enough to get back our other character. It's alright, we're through. At Griff, what's Lucifer? Light side unaligned force user Ray. That's more fun than calling her JTR, trying to come up with a clever name like that. We call her Lucifer. Sounds better. To me, anyway. Alright, let's get our raid level troopers going in here. Here we go. Let's get in there on CLS. We'll slice apart Chewbacca's armor and take him down real quick. Oh. That was close. Alright, let's do this and get him out of there, and then we'll take a whole bunch of counterattacks. Yow. Alright. Let's see. 3PO and Chewie goes next. Oh, we didn't get the second counterattack. Alright, we're gonna hit Luke with everybody. It should take him out. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Big hit. Rat-a-tat. Alright, getting down to the last instance of my life here. It's no good. Oh, I didn't mean to hit him. Yikes! Retarget, retarget. Alright, big punches. Should be through. 58 banners? 59. We recovered all the protection on that Stark. Wow. He went from almost dead to back to full protection. Gotta love you some troopers. Even just R4 GG, and it was still quite formidable. Yeah, Grievous is just a painful character. He's good. Alright, we got the Dooku and the Nute together here. They're going to take everybody under stealth, and I'm going to have to hit Nast, which is kind of irritating. Let's see. I want to see the back wall. We're just going to bounty hunter this. It's severe overkill, but it'll get the job done, and we get to see the back wall. We still got plenty of stuff in the tank, so let's do this. Do you get to hit Heroic Sith Raid on your main account? If so, how much damage do your troopers do in the raid? I can honestly say I have never taken my troopers into the Heroic Sith Raid, you know, just to see how much damage they do. Just haven't done it. Alright, let's get him next. Try to get our contract going. Pay the newts. Okay. I guess we got a target. Let's see if we can get a stun on Dooku. Or just kill him. That's fine too. Let's do that. That's pretty effective at getting rid of some buffs. Can't get our contract though. Nute's hiding out, preventing the contract from being received. Alright. Let's do that just to top ourselves off. That'll kill him once. That should kill him twice. 60 banners. That was a great nest. I've heard the CLS team doesn't need to be extremely high level to be effective. That's true. The CLS needs the right characters to be effective. That's the problem. Alright, so this is easy street, right? We can Mon Mothma this. We can Vader this. We can... Can we do Kylo Ren masked here? I feel like there was some reason why he didn't work well against Ewoks. Is there something that prevents me from doing Kylo against Ewoks? Can't remember. And we have 2 Galactic Legends yet to go. 2 Galactic Legends. Yikes. Alright, so who do we even have that's a threat? Nothing. I don't see anything that's really a threat. So we could do like SLKR solo here. We could do like a C solo here. And just crush them, right? Mon Mothma and Bounty Hunters are probably the most difficult. None of them are a Galactic Legend worthy threat. Yeah, I feel that way, but it's okay because we're going to get high efficiency wins. All right, let's get in there with. I think we need to stun the Boba Fett first, though, right? Because he's got some serious damage to him, so we need to get him out of here. Alright. And then we can stab him. Should be no problem to finish these guys off. Lots of dodges, though. They're having their way with the dodge fest. Hard to dodge when you're stunned, though. In fact, I believe it's impossible. I've never actually seen anyone use Rolo or Captain Han. Oh, come on, Lol. You've watched my streams before. We've seen Rolo and Captain Han in a lot of different Grand Arenas. Anybody who's going for the Jedi Master Luke ends up with those characters and throws them away on defense carelessly. Alright, so Mon Mothma we can nest. I just, it feels like an easy nest. What other teams do we have? We have Vader, we have Rey, we have Mon Mothma. So these Ewoks should pose no threat to Kylo Ren masked. We're going to test that out. We're going to see if that theory is true. Nest can solo the Rolo. I like that. It's got a rhythm to it. Solo the Rolo. Alright. counterattacks coming in. Days. They're stealing all my turn meter. That's what the threat is. They steal my turn meter. Okay. Let's see. Too many dodges. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Now let's just kill him again. And now let's see if we can get back to the shaman. And done. 64 banners. Turns out they posed no threat. I remember now. You just got to watch out for Tebow. If they got Tebow on the team, then you kind of can't... you don't want to come in against a Tebow. Because then everybody can steal your turn meter. Alright, let's just Vader this. Throw a Vader against some Geos. What relic is the Kylo Ren? Relic 7. I didn't know you streamed on YouTube, said Supernova Classic. Well, welcome to it. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. We'll kill Spy so that we just don't have to be concerned with that nonsense. We'll go to Soldier, then we'll go to Sunfac, then we'll go back to the Brute and do the Force Crush so we don't get counterattacked. Now we're going to go ahead and call out the Alpha, hit Poggle. Now we got to kill him. And he comes in for a counterattack. And he counterattacks him too. Blah. Better not steal my banners, bro. I stole banner. Stole the banner from the Emperor. 62. Alright, so we got Nest back here. Possibly. We could use Nest up top here. LSUFUR here. And then C on the back wall. That'll work. I don't even think we need... We don't even need Kira here, do we? We shouldn't even need Kira. We'll play Kira. We don't want to drop a battle. It's fine. We'll get 60 banners. Nest against the Phasma team is sketch. I would use Nest against LSUFUR against the Phasma team. Okay. I think that's what we're doing, right? Alright, we got to target Han Solo first. I forget. Don't want him giving away free resurrection to people. So we got to kill him first, and then we got to kill Viagra Han over here. Alright, let's just finish it. Oh, wow. He's chunky. Chunky boy. Alright. Let's get rid of the veteran smuggler Han. Do a big hit on him. Uh-oh. We kill that Rolo, then veteran smuggler's gonna get crazy. Alright, we'll just kill them all. Alright. Let's put it on auto. It's over. C on Mon Mothma just because she's annoying. Alright. We'll put Sith Eternal on Mon Mothma. Just because she's annoying. 59 banners. 59. I should have got 60 for that. I feel cheated. Alright, Sith Eternal. In we go. Against Mon Mothma. 2 Hans, 2 Leias, and Ben as the chaperone. That's funny. Sounds like there could be some nonsense going on there. Alright, Biggs, take all your turns. Look how fast we get to the alt, though. Good gravy. Instant alt, 1 turn. Do not pass go, do not collect 200. Hey, Mon Mothma, try to resurrect him. I dare you. I bet you're still going to try it, aren't you? It's not going to work out for you, though, let me tell you what. Could also use your Mon Mothma against the Phasma if you're not comfortable with using LSUFUR. Just be careful with OG Kylo getting out of hand. I need to practice the LSUFUR team, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. We're going to get in there. We're going to use it. I feel more comfortable with the team. I'm getting increasingly comfortable using it. R2 dies, but he does provide a good service for the team, so I do miss him not being here. So we'll definitely have to get R2 patched up and ready and get him going. All right, let's see. Let's get this Executioner out of here. Let's do this. Give that to Finn. Let's do that and give it to Roly Boy. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and call the assist just to make sure that this goes down like it should. We'll put this on the SF TIE pilot, see if we can get some exposes on people to control some turn meter. Let's do this on Phasma so she can't give turn meter to people on her first turn at least. And let's take out this TIE pilot. All right, get him out of here. Then we'll start working on this Kylo. Leave Phasma to last. Yeah, let's go ahead and get life back, protection back. Okay. Then we'll just have him take it back away from us. That's inconvenient. We do have the healing immunity on him. So that's good. Let's just keep hitting him. Feels futile. I feel like with that healing immunity on him, he should be going down a lot faster than this. But I guess he's just that chunky. Illuminated Destiny. And it's over. 59 banners ain't bad, though. We'll take it. Always start with Finn, turn meter, switch to Poe. Use a special with Poe to spread Inspire. OG Kylo gets ramping defense. The expose counts as an extra instance of damage. It just felt like he was taking less damage than he should have. Alright, well we can first order this. So let's just get that out of the way. And then we'll try to figure out how to sort this Executor. I don't feel like I even need that ship. We'll take it in when we try for real on the Executor. Let's take in the other First Order ship. We'll check and make sure it is the other First Order ship, because all these ties look the same to me. Alright, in we go. Hey Darth Loquitur, do you think you'll build Traya in your Loquitur account? Is she worth the detour? I will definitely build Traya. In fact, I had my finger on the button when I was doing my account upgrades for the week. I was very close. I was very close to pulling the trigger on it right now. But in the end, I didn't, because I decided to start up the Grievous team. So I started up the Grievous team and I left Traya alone. But I will definitely have Traya on this account. I love the Triumvirate. I think, again, like a lot of the teams that I like, they are very flexible. They do a lot in Grand Arena. So for 3 characters, if you look at their kits and you sort out, okay, there's 3 characters here. what do you need for a successful team? You want something that dispels debuffs. You want something that works your way around taunt. You want, you know, a bunch of different things that you want ideally in a team. And they have all of that in 3 characters. You have Isolate with Traya, you have the buff removals with Scion, you have the Annihilate with Nihilist to make sure that nobody gets away alive. So it's like a Swiss Army knife, that team. You get the 3 of them together and they can deal with Padmes, they can deal with a lot of stuff. So anybody who builds Triumvirate, relic your Traya. You won't regret it. All right, so what team do we want to bring in to lose? Now the goal here is to lose quickly, but not too quickly. How about the Radish? What could we do with the Radish? Let's look at resistance. What kind of resistance do we have? All right, look at that. It's good, but not too good. So we can put in a couple ships. And then we're going to put in one really bad ship. Let's put in one really bad ship of some kind. Because otherwise we could technically live too long. So we'll put this ship in here. So they should do a mass assist on one of these ships and kill it. And then it should take them a couple shots to kill the other one. That's what we want. We want the capital ship to go. We want the Houndstooth to taunt. And we want... But if Houndstooth doesn't taunt, then we're in trouble. All right. Maybe we need one more ship that's just a tiny bit better. How many hit points are we talking here? I feel like that's too much. Need to die before the first reinforcement comes in. We cannot live past the first reinforcement. All right, we're going to do it this way. All right, let's get in there. Malevolence, TIE Fighter, Pilot, Vulture Droid, SF, Hyena, Spy, Eben. All right. Okay. All right, guys. We have way overestimated the power of this ship. And he gets his first reinforcement. That's no good. Alright, we still drew out a lot of skills, though. So let's go ahead and bring in the Malevolence. And we'll bring in Hyena Bomber. Malevolence, TIE Fighter, Pilot, and Vulture Droid. And SF. What's SF? What's SF? I don't understand what SF is. Help me understand what that SF is. Oh, Sunfac. Okay. I got you. Sunfac. I got you. I was thinking of the First Order SF TIE Fighter. Alright, so let's get in there and give it a try. In we go. David thought the same thing. Special Forces TIE. Alright. Unfortunately, they have the ability that can put up the taunt on the Houndstooth if they want to use it, so that is not ideal. We'll do this. I don't think Houndstooth is going to get enough turn meter to go crazy. Yeah, he gets the taunt off though. How is he back around on taunt? He didn't take that many turns. Inconvenient. Alright, bring in the spy, see if we can mark down that, nope. We'll take it though. We'll take it. Alright. Spy first reinforcement. Alright, let's get another little fighter out here. Just keep putting target locks on things. Where's the hyena bomber? I need the hyena bomber to go. Alright. Now we can target that and get some assists. And then Ebonhawk second reinforcement or Sunfac? I like Ebonhawk. Do we like Ebonhawk here? Or Sunfac? We've only got 2 ships on the board right now, so let's go ahead and bring in... oh man, that was dumb. Oh, now he's saying Ebonhawk second reinforcement. Yeah, I should have done that. That's okay though. I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. Let's get back here and just nuke him. And need some buzz droids going now pretty soon. Alright, that's not going to give us a ship, so we're not going to do it. Okay, fine. No, 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 no. Oh. Push the button too quick, boys. Push the button too quick. Alright, let's get back there on this guy. Come on, hyena. You can do it. This stuns the capital ship for a turn, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's do it. Let's get these guys out of here. Get some buzz droids on him. Finish this off. Do that to him. Kill him in a hurry. No protection for you, sir. Alright. A win's a win. I guess we could have tried that first against, you know, a 5-star. But yeah, I took too strong of a fleet in. Too strong of a fleet. It lasted too long, so they got some of their cooldowns back. He was stunned. Why stun him again? Well, Ray, I get going through these battles and the clock's ticking up top and I don't want to time out, so sometimes I click the buttons before I think about what I do. First time beating an Executor without a mirror. Yeah, it's the first time in GAC trying that trick. So, I don't mind. I mean, he's got nothing that's going to take down my Executor, so he's going to need at least 2 battles there. And I know you say that that's a one-shot fleet with the Malevolence. It's a one-shot, but it's not 100% guaranteed victory, from what I understand. I've practiced a lot in Fleet Arena, and I've tried with everything that I've got. And the guys in my fleet shard have really sunk a lot of effort into their Executor fleets. And when you're facing stuff like this right here, that's 620,000 galactic power, you can bring in your Malevolence fleet and you don't win. You know, it's unless there's something that I don't understand about how to play it. I've tried playing this a couple different ways with the Malevolence, with the Finalizer. I don't have anything that beats it for sure, and even the mirror match is not 100% victory. guarantee. If you can pull the first skills off the ship like we did there, then I think it's pretty much a guarantee. Relic 8 Cad Bane. Wow. Yeah, no kidding. And I think these guys, yeah, Relic 9 on Piet. So, I mean, when you want to win in fleet, when you're like, I just want to have the best fleet in Fleet Arena, and you stick R9 on this guy for $150, then, you know, it's what it is. It's a specific strategy. All right, Griff, send it to me. I'll see if I can make it work. Good job, DL. 2 great GAC rounds. This is for all the marbles, boys. This is, this would be my first 12-0 season in quite some time on this account. I got 12-0 a long time ago, but I've gotten a lot of 11-1s and like lost it either, you know, sometime in the last 3 rounds. So I hope I do win. Like I said, it would be my first 12-0 in a while, and that would be good. 2470, not bad manners. Let's see what he can do. I think he's got to fight at least 2 fights against the Executor. At least I hope he does. And the rest of the stuff I have out here should be pretty tough for him to get through. So let's see how it turns out. TK says $150 for +2 ship speed. Yeah, but if you just want to have the best ship, I mean that's what these guys have done. They've just said, you know, that's it. I'm gonna have the best, and you're gonna have to beat me. I don't know why you would do that, other than Fleet Arena, because it's not going to help you that much in an event. It's not going to help you that much in GAC over what you could already have with Relic 8. So 2498 is the soft max, so pretty efficient other than the 1 drop, and they'll struggle to do better than that. Yeah, no, I think he's still got 2 Galactic Legends on offense, so he'll be able to, let's say, beat my 2 best teams. But I do have some pretty good teams on the back wall, so if he throws his 2 Galactic Legends at what's up front, and that's why I put that Luke team up there, because I think that with the Padme team with Cat, there's a good chance that somebody will just burn a Galactic Legend against that team. And I don't know, the CLS team can be tricky for some people, so maybe it pulls a really good team or even a Galactic Legend. And then, like I said, he's got stuff to fight through on the back wall too. But we'll see how it all shakes out. I got to count on my Executor to hold at least 1 battle. As long as I get 1 hold and he has to fight there twice, then I think we take it, because we got, what, 3 solo battles, 4 solo battles? We got Nest. No, we didn't solo with Nest. We soloed with 2 Galactic Legends, Kylo Ren masked. We did a 2-man with Vader and EP. So we had some pretty high banner wins there. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there for the evening. Thank you all very much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to hit that like button on the way out if you haven't already. Helps me, helps the channel. Also subscribe if you haven't, to see more videos like this in the future, and so that you can know when I'm streaming. And join us over on Discord. I always say it, and I really mean it. We really have a great Discord community. It's a fun place to be, especially if you're a newer player. Just come over there, drop off a few questions. A lot of people will help you out, point you in the right direction. There's an Ask Loquitur channel, so if you got a question specifically for me, you can toss it up there, and you know, I'll get around to answering you hopefully at some point and helping you out. That's what we're all about. We're the channel that tries to help out the newer players and build good accounts, and we've seen time and time again that it's working, and it's a effective method that's helping a lot of people. So spread the word, get them over there to our Discord. Thank you all again, and I will see you in the next Holocron.